So we have a friend with us.
This is Christopher Edmonston.
He's our pastor.
And a friend.
Yes.
He's given us a test.
Inventory.
Not
That
a test.
I totally got 100
I got an A on.
I feel like I got an A+ on it.
But to provide some insights into our marriage.
Yeah, we're working on ourselves a
Right?
little bit.
Is that, what's the inventory for?
It's like marriage checkup for you two.
We took it separately. And when we were going through I went through the questions, I was like, oh, this is gonna be the most boring thing ever. Like we actually have kind of a boring marriage.
In fact, you said, I think we have the most vanilla marriage ever.
But
the way it works is you guys took an inventory independently and you got asked the same 150 questions, sort of in random order, okay? And what it does is then the computer, the program, takes those answers and puts them side by side. And so we can immediately see what you agree on and what you're unsure of and what you don't agree on.
But you said that there's some shocking stuff in here.
So there's a place in there that you'll be shocked as how low it is compared to everything else. There's one thing in here that the two of you either don't talk about at all or you don't know how to talk about well.
Before we get started, want to clarify, he is our pastor, but this is in no way like a denominationally specific, like we're not evangelizing or anything like this. This doesn't, like we're cool, right?
This is marriage, this is like marriage TuneUp. In any couple, this is important. One of the reasons why I'm happy to be doing this with y'all can ask their pastor to do this or a counselor in their town or all sorts of folks can help people just with marriage care tune-up. So it's a really good exercise.
Okay.
Well, I'm gonna show you this page, okay? This is your report. And you can tell everybody what the thing that jumped off that page is.
Financial management.
Look, we're like really good. We're like in the top percentile. And then like managing money, we are a little beady right there. We are.
Exactly.
I do agree that it's something that, I mean, neither one of us are inherently savers.
We're not those people. Like we probably should be at some point, right? Because we have children and.
Well, so this is what you and everybody who's going to watch need to know. There are three things that are the three basic areas that wreck marriages because couples fail to communicate about them or they conflict. Money, sex, power. I've done this inventory hundreds of times. I've worked with couples on marriage care. I'm not a marriage therapist or counselor. It's like tune-ups, what I help people with. And that is one of the ones that almost flags for everybody. Most people, that's one of their lowest scores.
Have you ever seen a 10 before?
Yeah, but pretty rare.
Okay.
But most couples, when I give this particular inventory, which had a lot of questions about family, because you guys are so active in raising Lola and Penn Charles, most couples don't get anywhere close to 90s. So y'all, what it tells me when you look at this is you spend a lot of time talking about family things. So I'm gonna show you this page here, okay? And this is gonna tell us some things about the two of you, all right? When we do this inventory, we want assertiveness, self-confidence to be high, and avoidance and partner dominance to be lower, okay? So that's really good.
Dude, I'm assertive.
You are very assertive.
Do I need to shut it down a little bit? Like, is that too high?
That's between the two of you. It's not too high. It's not too high.
That's like there's a certain point at which your
Self-confidence.
blood pressure is getting too high. Oh my gosh, I like myself.
a lot.
Do I need to like dial it down a little bit?
Well, no, but what it does is,
John's like, yes.
what it does say is this. So, Kim, if I were to ask you to describe yourself as an extrovert or introvert, what would you say?
I'm an introvert.
You are. According to this, you are a huge introvert.
I'm a huge introvert.
So, Penn, are you an introvert or an extrovert?
You can't even finish the question without laughing.
Y'all's yin and yang.
Are we doing this?
You're doing a ball,
Okay.
right? And imagine yin and yang in there, where one of you ends, the other begins. I think one of the core things that makes your relationship go is that introvert-extrovert tension. But sometimes, right, you probably do overwhelm her.
There are times that she underwhelms me. Like what's the term? Like I don't like that's not the right term. But like she'll start talking and we'll just stop and I'll need to like finish her thought.
Because I'm done talking about it, even though I started talking about it. I'm done.
So is that for you guys to begin to learn how to talk about money and to begin to learn how to end conflicts better and to begin to communicate more clearly, you're gonna have to give more and you're gonna have to be quiet more.
Use less of this and more of
this.
these.
Exactly.
Yeah.
One thing that's amazing about you two, and I think this is indicative of everything that I know about you as good friends and everything that I think I've watched you go through the last 3 years, is you guys are very adaptable to change.
Mm-hmm.
And most couples really aren't. I think that's one of the reasons why you fell in love. I really do.
Oh, that and he's really cute.
And that's really true. So here's what I want you to do.
Yes. Okay. So let's wrap this up with like homework assignments. Right?
I'm going to give you some homework. Okay. All right. I want you guys to spend the next month. All right. Doing 3 things. 1, give some dedicated time to talking about your relationship and about that tension. How can Penn make more space for Kim? And how can Kim occupy that space with confidence? Right? That's what we need to do. Number 2, I want you to work. I'm going to give you a financial planning worksheet. Now, you guys may have a financial planner, okay?
No.
All right. But in what the worksheet is it's just we're going to talk about money.
All right, I love that idea. Like we've said before, like let's make a budget, and it lasts a day. Like we just it's just too many things to keep up with, and
but you got to do it because right now I don't think the 2 of you are talking about it at all.
we're not.
3,
Get up in
and
there.
this one's really pastory, but pray together.
We were doing that,
And it worked really well
and then
when you told us to.
you told us to, and then we stopped.
Well, and the reason why is that we think that sexuality and sexual expression is the most intimate thing we can do with a person. And that's actually not true. It's really great, right? And it's a beautiful part of life. But praying with someone, sharing your soul with them is actually the most intimate thing we can do.
That wasn't too pastory.
It was a little past.
It was good.
That was medium
It's
pastor.
medium, but 5.0 pastor.
On this pastory thing, you'd be like right in the middle. Like I think, yeah, like right there.
We'll have a checkup in a month.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much for coming over.
Thank you.
And for putting up with us over all these years, and
And
for all this help.
friends.
Like, look, our life is in a pie chart now. We're good to go, or whatever they call this
Bar
thing.
graph.
It's a bar graph, Ben. It's a bar graph.
Bar graph. My organizational skills are bad.